Hi there, my name is Shawn Johnson, and I am on the third segment of my speaking tips on nutrition. Today I want to talk about the 5 very most basic things about nutrition. The first one is breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and you should never skip it. You should not have only a bagel or only a coffee or just toast or just ham or just eggs. You need to have a complete breakfast. So make sure that you're getting a great whole proteins as well as possibly a fruit and some complex carbohydrates. If you eat breakfast, then you're going to be satiated longer, and it really sets the tone for the whole rest of the day. So if you start setting yourself up for failure in the beginning of the day, then it's hard to maintain that stronghold that you want to be successful and eat right all day. The second most important part of basics of nutrition is how often you eat. I recommend you eat every 3 hours. So eat within an hour of rising, 3 hours later, etc., 5 times a day. So that would leave you about 3 to 5 hours before you go to bed, and I would ask that you do not eat after dinner. And the reason for that is, what do we usually do after dinner? Well, most of us are home for the evening, or with our children, or our spouse, or maybe by ourselves. We turn on the television and we sit, or we open a book and we sit, or we get in the hot tub and we sit. And so there's not a lot of movement in the evening, so there's not a lot of need for more food. So eat 5 meals a day, every 3 hours, and no need to eat after dinner. The next thing is water. Water is hugely important to our bodies because 80% of our body is made up of water. So water also helps the liver flush out fat. It helps your skin stay hydrated. It helps us regulate our heat temperatures. It's how we breathe better. So every cell in our body has water in it, and it's very important to continually replenish and have fresh water going through our systems. Also, the more water you drink, obviously the more you're going to urinate, but the more often you urinate, you just say, yes, I just burned more calories, because it's fluid in, fluid out means you're processing calories. So nocturnal eating is the next thing. I know I said no eating after dinner, and this is just a reiteration of that. If you eat at night, you're setting yourself up to just store that unused food as body fat. So it's always best to go into rest mode on an empty stomach. So then when you do wake up, you're going to be hungry, you're going to seek good whole foods, and you're not going to have extra food sitting around just getting on the shelves, body fat cells getting fuller. And the last thing is sugar. Sugar is really the enemy. I will talk about this in my next segment, but you always want to stay away from sugar as much as possible, or eat 5 grams of sugar or less per serving per day. All right, stay tuned.